stop what you're doing. Because what is happening right now in the Middle East is unlike anything we have seen in decades. This is not just another conflict on the news. This is not just another regional dispute. What is unfolding right now on day 30 of this war has the potential to redraw borders, collapse economies, and pull the world's superpowers into a direct confrontation. And most people have no idea how serious this has become. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down everything. Who is fighting? Why they are fighting? What the world is doing about it? And most importantly, what happens next? Stay with me, because this one matters. Oh, we got the full timeline to understand day 30. You need to understand how we got here. This war did not start overnight. It was decades in the making. Layers of tension, unresolved conflicts, broken agreements, and a region that has been sitting on a powder keg for years. When the first strikes happened, many analysts said, "This will be contained. It will be over quickly." They were wrong, because what looked like a limited conflict in the first week quickly started pulling in more actors, more countries, more weapons, and more danger. Be they siete. The scale of destruction had already shocked the world. By day 15, regional powers were moving their military assets. By day 22, diplomatic channels were quietly breaking down. And now, on day 30, we have crossed into new territory entirely. The war is no longer contained. The war is expanding, and the entry of one particular group has changed everything. The Houthis center. And nothing will be the same. The single biggest development of this war, the moment that changed the entire structure of the conflict, is this. The Houthis have officially entered the war. Now, if you follow international news, you've heard the name. But most people don't fully understand who the Houthis are, what they are capable of, and why their involvement is so significant. Let me explain this properly. Who are the Houthis? The complete picture: the Houthis are officially known as Ansar Allah, which translates to supporters of God. They are a powerful armed movement based in Yemen, one of the poorest countries in the world, but one that sits in one of the most strategically important locations on the planet. Their story begins in the 1990s, when they started as a small religious and political movement in northern Yemen. At that time, nobody paid much attention to them. They were seen as a fringe group with limited influence. But things changed. Over the following decade, as Yemen struggled with corruption, poverty, and political instability, the Houthis grew. They recruited heavily from marginalized communities, built a military wing, and developed a powerful ideological message that resonated with millions of Yemenis who felt abandoned by their government. Then came 2014, the turning point. In a move that shocked the entire Arab world, the Houthis swept into Sana'a, Yemen's capital, and took control of the government. This triggered one of the longest and most devastating civil wars in modern history. A Saudi-led coalition launched a military campaign to push the Houthis back. The US provided intelligence, logistics, and weapons. The UAE sent ground forces. The war went on for years, with no clear winner. And here is the critical point that most people miss. The Houthis survived. Not just survived, they adapted. They grew stronger. And they built one of the most sophisticated military arsenals of any non-state actor in the world. Today, the Houthis control large parts of northern Yemen and the capital. They have long-range ballistic missiles, capable of reaching targets hundreds of kilometers away. Kamikaze drones, cheap, hard to intercept, and devastating anti-ship missiles, designed to target naval vessels in the Red Sea. Underwater naval drones, a relatively new addition to their arsenal: cruise missiles with advanced guidance systems. They spent years fighting the Saudis. They learned, they evolved, and now they have turned their weapons in a completely new direction. Why did the Houthis enter now? The real reasons. This is the question everyone is asking. Why now? Why day 30? There are several reasons, and they are all connected. Reason 1. Strategic timing. The Houthis are not impulsive. They are calculated. They watched the first weeks of the war carefully. They assessed the situation. They identified the moment where their entry would have maximum impact, when defense systems are stretched, when public attention is at its peak, and when the political pressure is highest. Day 30 was that moment. Reason 2. The Iran connection. The Houthis and Iran have a deep strategic relationship. Iran does not directly control the Houthis. That's an important nuance. The Houthis are an independent movement with their own leadership and their own agenda. But Iran provides weapons, training, funding, and strategic guidance. As this war intensified, Iran came under enormous pressure from the US, from Israel, from its own domestic situation. Opening a new front through the Houthis serves multiple Iranian strategic goals. It stretches enemy military resources. It creates a second theater of war. It sends a message to the world about Iran's reach and influence, and it allows Iran to respond without directly entering the conflict itself. Reason 3. Ideology and solidarity. The Houthis have always positioned themselves as defenders of a particular cause. Their slogan, which you may have seen on their flags and banners, contains direct threats to America and Israel. This is not just rhetoric, this is core to their identity. For the Houthis, not entering this war would have been a political and ideological contradiction. Reason 4. Opportunity wars create opportunities, and the Houthis recognized that this conflict, at T-Scala, gave them a chance to assert themselves on the world stage in a way that no previous conflict had. They took Italiano. 3 fronts. The nightmare scenario here is where the situation becomes truly alarming. Israel and the United States are now facing active military threats from 3 separate directions simultaneously. Front 1. Iran. The direct threat. Iran is the most powerful state actor in this equation. It has ballistic missiles capable of reaching almost anywhere in the region. It has one of the largest missile arsenals in the Middle East. And it has made clear that any attack on Iranian territory or forces will be met with a direct military response. Front 2. Hezbollah, the northern front. Hezbollah, based in Lebanon, is arguably the most militarily capable non-state actor in the world. They have an estimated 150,000 rockets and missiles, more than most countries. They have trained fighters, advanced anti-tank weapons, and years of combat experience in Syria. If Hezbollah enters this war at full capacity, the northern front becomes catastrophic. There have already been exchanges of fire across the Lebanese border. The question is whether those exchanges escalate into full-scale war. Front 3. The Houthis, the southern threat, and now the Houthis from Yemen, attacking from the south, threatening shipping lanes, launching missiles and drones toward Israeli territory. This is the nightmare scenario that military planners feared. 3 simultaneous threats, 3 different directions, 3 different weapon systems, no defense system. No matter how advanced it is designed to handle all of this at the same time. The Iron Dome, the Arrow system, the David Sling. These are extraordinarily capable systems, but every system has limits. Every system can be overwhelmed if the volume of incoming threats is high enough. And that is exactly what the strategy here appears to be. The Red Sea, the world's most dangerous shipping lane. Now let's zoom out. Because this war is not just affecting the people in the region. It is affecting you. Here's something most people don't realize. The Red Sea carries approximately 12% of all global trade. Think about what that means. Every container ship carrying electronics, clothing, food, and goods from Asia to Europe passes through the Red Sea, through the Suez Canal, down through the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which sits right next to Yemen, right next to where the Houthis are. The Houthis have already demonstrated their capability to target ships in the Red Sea. They have launched anti-ship missiles. They have deployed naval drones. They have shown the world that they can threaten one of the most important maritime corridors on the planet. The consequences of a disrupted Red Sea are enormous. Shipping companies reroute around the entire continent of Africa, adding weeks and massive costs to every journey. Insurance premiums skyrocket, making every shipment more expensive. Delivery timelines collapse, affecting supply chains globally. Consumer prices rise because the cost of getting goods to market increases. We are already seeing early signs of this. Several major shipping companies have already announced they are avoiding the Red Sea and rerouting around the Cape of Good Hope. This adds approximately 10 days to of shipping times between Asia and Europe. Multiply that across thousands of ships, millions of containers, and trillions of dollars of trade, and you begin to understand the scale of the economic disruption. Seriously, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button.